All right, you probably know this. I'm going to tell you what everybody's telling you regarding Hunter Biden apparently offering to testify. First of all, subpoenas are not any kind of acceptance of an invitation. You were ordered. Subpoena, under punishment. You are ordered. There's no, I'm going to be a nice guy and stop by for a chat. Doesn't work like that. Number two, you don't get to pick the terms and conditions. I'll do it, but only in public. Excuse me, you got it, pal? Doesn't work like that. Number three, Abbe Lowell is a Democratic operative. This is a guy who works hand in hand with the Dems. He's not out to protect Hunter. He's not out to protect Biden. He's out to protect the election. The election of Gavin Newsom in 2024. That's what this is going to be. This is going to be something which, how do you work? How do I say this? Well, first of all, demand something you know they're going to turn down. You can say, okay, I'll testify, but only in public, and only if the country gets a whiff of truth, and sunshine is the best disinfectant, all that Brandeis nonsense. Knowing that Comer and others are going to say, excuse me, you don't get to tell us. You're going to testify like we normally do. Aha, see? They don't want you to know the truth. So I know what they're doing, and you know what they're doing. Next. There's something in the biz called the Sicilian flu. And this is what happens. You've seen this before. Normally you'll see mafia dons and old men who are themselves unable to testify. You've seen this. Remember the movie Casino? They're all on gurneys and oxygen tanks. Well, that's, believe it or not, that's being done with old man Biden. And by the way, he doesn't really have to put on an act because he's out of his mind. He's gone. So nothing's going to happen to him. They basically told him, look, you're not in any kind of legal challenge or jeopardy by virtue of you stowing or storing documents illegally. That's only for Trump. You don't have to worry about that because that's for Trump. Trump has to follow the law, not you. Okay, so he's out of the picture. Next, the defense you're going to hear regarding Hunter is that he's out of his mind. He's whacked. Half of the time when he did whatever he did, he was out of his mind. He was out of his mind. Now, interestingly enough, when you are charged, theoretically, with specific intent crimes, you can use voluntary intoxication and involuntary, but voluntary intoxication as a defense to negate or impede or vitiate a requisite intent element. You are allowed to do that. It works. It's that simple. So in order to do a lot of these charges, these things that Hunter may have theoretically done in the particular type of criminal exposure that he's exposed to, his being a whack job out of his mind on every conceivable type of drug is a defense. Next, he's going to forget a lot of stuff. He's going to remind you, don't you understand? I'm a drug addict. I'm a pathetic shell of a human being. I don't remember. I'm not sure. I don't remember half of the pictures. I'm sick. Don't you understand? I'm sick. I was used. I don't know. I'm a lousy witness. Watch how many times he says, I don't remember, or I wasn't there. And then pretty soon, somebody might, which is their desire, somebody might say, my God, leave the poor man alone. Because everybody's got somebody in their family that they're basically unsure of, or that they're unable to control. You know how it is. I mean, it's that simple. So that's what's going to happen. Next, this is going nowhere. There are deals being made in the back. Trust me, maybe something that, I don't know what this thing is. This thumbs up thing pops up. Anyway, they might be making a deal to get Trump maybe off the hook of something. There it goes again. They might be able to have something somewhere that you'll never hear about that might be a part of this kind of a dance. Remember, this isn't really court. I mean, there's subpoenas, there's testimony, there's lawyers. There's no real judge. It's not a court. It looks like a court, seems like a court. You use a lot of the same terms, subpoena and compelled testimony and cross-examination. But it's not the usual things. So you can get away with a lot of things. Next, remember, the Democrats, as we speak right now, are looking to put in, and this is important, Gavin Newsom. I've been telling you this for years. Biden's gone. Everybody's gone. Chuckles Harris is gone. They're all gone. They're through. They've been through all this. They have worn out their welcome. There's nothing at all that they're a part of other than what we are seeing. Now, let me explain something to you, and this is very critical. And this is extremely critical and for you to understand. The American public will not be able to follow this. The American public will lose all interest in this. Next, the American public has habituated to this notion of Hunter Biden. What more do you want? You've seen him spanking, hookers and meth pipes, crack pipes, this pipe, that, drug, debt, teeth missing. We don't register anymore. The guy is up. He's a whack job. He's gone. Non-compos mentis. He probably could very well be construed in some jurisdictions, not even be qualified or competent to testify. Certainly when he's going to be telling you, I don't remember. I'm a whack. He's the best. Think about this. He's not going to hurt anybody. Prove he's lying. I'm Hunter Thompson. I'm Hunter Biden. You've been using my pictures, mocking me the whole time. Why don't you think for a moment? Why do you doubt the fact that I don't remember? I'm sick. You're going after a sick person. And I hope this makes you feel better. What do you want from me? I'm not some big, arms dealer or some spy. If anything, I was used by my family to set up these deals with Burisma. I don't know what the hell I'm painting. I'm actually painting. Come on, is this nonsense? I'm painting. People are spending $750,000 for a painting. I stick a toothbrush or a paintbrush in my arse and squat over a canvas and sell it. What is this? I've been used. I'm a commodity. I'm nothing. Haven't you had your pound of flesh? Have you had enough of me yet? For the love of God, please don't you understand that we are in a world right now in which I am being made to carry the weight and the burden. I'm sick of this. Just please leave me alone. And by the way, interestingly enough, Abbe Lowell is actually going against the defense or the Department of Justice because they're claiming these laws under the new Gruen case by the Supreme Court under Clarence Thomas, there should be no impediments whatsoever to any form of possession of any firearm, mental health notwithstanding or convictions or drugs. So he's actually going to be using a Trump-era argument, a classic Second Amendment argument, in his benefit. And also remember a couple of things which are the most important point. Everything that he says now, remember, the DOJ allowed all the charges to walk away, so to speak. The statute of limitations has run, it's elapsed, it's a whole bit. Anything he says now starts the clock for new offenses if there's any kind of multifarious duplicity, misrepresentation, perjury, and the like. Does that make sense to you? Good. Okay, Pilgrim, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell to be notified of new videos and the like, and please talk to me. What do you think? What is your reaction? And comment as you see fit.